It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Can't believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
Thursday's show was crazy. All those opportunities to win cash with free money high-low. Psychic Kim was here. And we had an amazing listener bingo when Carlita had her car repossessed. You're going to hear all this in the podcast. Let's go. Let's start with Jenna, who's been patiently waiting. Good morning, Jenna. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. You got Psychic Kim, and you wanted to chat about your current relationship, huh?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we've been together for a few years, and, things have, most relationships have ups and downs. We've had some struggles. We've gone to couples counseling, and things, are doing fairly well, but there's still just that underlying, kind of question in the back of my head of, is this still worth our time, or are we kind of just,
Are you wasting your time, or is this worth pursuing?
yeah.
Pretty much. What are you seeing here, Kim?
You're kind of better off as friends than you are as relationship-wise. You two actually get along very well. It's just once you get into the nitty-gritty, like what I call emotional, deeper connections, they're like, that's where you really struggle and lack to really express to each other what you truly need or feel. And they're like, that will continue on throughout your lifetime together. So they're like, have it where you guys are your friends, you can get along, you could go have fun, do things, but they're like, really consider what do you truly want and how are you truly happy? Because they're like, you can stay there. They said your pattern will continue to repeat. Do you want the same pattern or not?
Does that make sense, Jenna?
Yeah, it does. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. I hope you have a great morning. I appreciate you opening up for us. Let's move on to Leslie. Hi, Leslie. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good, good. Been kind of a rough year so far, huh?
Yeah. I've had 3 or 4 deaths already in my surrounding family and loved ones, and just kind of wanting to see if the rest of the year is going to get better. As far as I just started a new job with my relationship, even just kind of a breakdown on if I'm going to get some better feelings
news.
and some better, you know what I mean?
Sure. Kim, let's start with the job. New job. Is this where she should be?
Yes, I'm hesitant, though.
Oh.
You're supposed to be there. I just think that your stress level in your body, so your physical, chemical reactions going on in your body, the sun is grieving, is just going to continue to impact the energy, the essence around you. So that can impact your relationships, your friends and your family, your work life, all that. So you really need to focus on you, focus on grief, sorrow, loss, and getting that moving, getting that shifting out of your body. The job is fine. The job, I actually hear over time, will be great. But in the meantime, you're still struggling with your own inner emotions, and that will impact your job. And then you will see your job as, oh, it's not everything I want it to be. Or you start seeing negativity all around you. You don't see the positive energies around. You start going deeper.
How does she go about doing that?
Yeah.
Should she go to see a therapist?
Is there a magic bullet?
So for her, let me see what her body wants here. I see him down in a whole bunch of water all of a sudden. So hydration is big time for you. Lots of water. There's times where you don't give yourself the right minerals. Wow. So you got some mineral, chemical imbalances going on. So how you're eating is going to affect you. Then I'm getting pulled to meditations, listening to guided meditations. I'm listening to frequency tones, binaural beats going through my head. So right and left brain, frequency activity going on. I see more alternative health. They're showing me sound bowls. Then I'm getting pulled to, I'm sitting on a boat, on a lake. Then also just walking outside and taking a deep breath. Every hour, taking deep breaths.
Well, I'm sure with this much loss, all of a sudden you quit eating right? You're kind of moving from one thing to the next.
Survival mode.
Right? You kind of forget about yourself. So does that make sense, Leslie?
Yes.
All right. Well, so dial in. It looks like things will get better, but you got to give yourself a little time here, okay?
Yep, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a great morning. It's Amy. Hi, Amy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good. You got Psychic Kim. You want to talk about your house, huh?
Yeah. I just started a new job also, and we've been really working on our credit, and we live in an apartment, and we just want our own place, and just wondering if that's in the future.
Kim, you seeing any kind of time frame here for the first house?
I heard yes, that will happen, but I'm really getting pulled to 2027. And there's a reason. I hear it's something to do with the market. Not that there's not a house out there, but I get pulled to it's something with the loans. The loans, either the loan rates, interest rates, things like that. They're like, hold off. I hear you're going to get bit in the butt if you go too soon. So I keep getting like you're actually fine where you're at. I see like I'm saving up my money. Really focus on what do you truly need right now. Feel like you are safe right now.
So if you can hang on 14 months, things will be a whole lot better financially.
Yep.
All right, Amy. How's that feel?
Okay. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You bet. Hang in there. Angie, hey, thanks for your patience. How you doing?
I'm doing really good this morning. How about you guys?
Great, thank you. Want to chat about your son? What's going on?
Well, I lost my son back in 2017. He was 26 years old. He was a baby of the family. He was going through a lot of things. But one day I was at work. I got a phone call that he shot himself. And I just want to know, was it accidental or was it purpose? Because we never really got that answer.
Kim?
Right. So I started feeling a sense of anxiety before I got pulled into these phone calls. And I was wondering where the anxiety is going to come from. It's off of you and it's off of him. I heard very anxious. So there was something that was very anxious about. My gut is just like turning, like worry, stress. And it might be part of you too, but I was feeling it from the other side. So I got to get past this anxiety feeling because it's intense. Purpose.
And it was crazy, you guys. As Kim's kind of dialing in here before we started taking calls, she's like, I'm yawning so much right now. And I thought it was just because our show was really boring.
She physically takes on the readings.
Yep.
And so when people are lined up, she's like, oh, man,
and then
we're
to hear
in
this
for it.
3 callers later to find out where it's coming from is freaky on my end.
Yep. Yeah, this is, I hear purpose. He did it on purpose. This one's really tough because we are going to see, and I don't want to take away from your reading with him, but he's pulling me into this. We're going to see more and more of this happening with people in our lifetime, that people are leaving a lot sooner than what we think they should leave. He definitely was feeling anxious. He wasn't feeling connected. Wow. He wasn't feeling connected here on Earth, and he was really struggling to feel like he was part of Earth, feel like he was meant to be here. And I didn't care anymore. I didn't even care anymore. It's like he shows me a mask, like a clown mask, like he was putting on a mask a lot of times because he didn't want to show people what he truly felt like. So he was masking a lot of depression and stuff. So he did it. He's taken ownership. All right.
Well, I'm sure you wanted to probably hear something different, but at least you have a little closure now, and you can start kind of dealing with it and sorting it out.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that.
Hang on. Take
Stay
care.
strong.
We appreciate it. That one was heavy. All right.
I can't imagine.
Hi, Rachel. How you feeling?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. You want to know about your job, huh? What's cracking?
Yeah, so we've had personal changes, and I've recently taken over quite a bit more responsibilities in my role. And I'm just kind of wondering where Psychic Kim sees this going, if there's like a promotion or a title change. Basically just kind of wondering if like the juice is worth the squeeze.
Oh, that makes sense. Kim, what are you seeing here for Rachel?
For one, you are a very hard worker. And I see you zipping your mouth shut, like, I'll do it, yep. Like, because you're really good at doing things. You're really good at multitasking. Like, I can give you a whole bunch of stuff, and you might complain about it, but you're going to do it, and you're going to do a good job. So I appreciate you, but when it comes to actually getting the credit where the credit is due, I hear no. So I don't see like job promotion or anything like that. I do feel like you have the same title, but just a little bit added work, and it's really up to you.
So Rachel, if you get more work to do,
you're gonna end up leaving.
If you get more work to do and you're not getting more money or a job, promotion, is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yeah, that is the question.
And you know what? You probably already know the answer, and I think we all kind of know the answer right now.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, hang in there.
Yep.
And you guys, you got to remember, when you call, you might not always get the answer that you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like, it's not always, lead a horse to water kind of thing. Hi, Leah. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Tell me about your friend's cat. How long has it been missing?
She went missing a week ago today.
This is the first time we've ever had one of these. So what do you want to ask him? Like, does she know where the cat is?
Is she coming back?
Oh, is the cat coming back?
Yeah. I feel like I'm out just walking all around. I'm like a big smile on my face, like almost good old times, having an adventure. It's very, very interesting. Yep, eventually I'll come back. Just not yet.
They know where the food is.
Yeah, and cats don't care. They're jerks. And she's probably out there like, oh, I bet she's worrying to death about me. Let's stay out and make more babies.
I'm going to get so many more treats when I get home.
Yeah.
So it looks good, Leah. Looks like the kitty's coming back.
Yep.
Hi, Jocelyn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I appreciate you calling the show. You got Psychic Kim, and you want to talk about your kiddos, huh?
Yeah, they both had their challenges this year, 9 and 17, in different areas. And I really had to kind of make some sacrifices with work and, still have the same job, but just not as dedicated, really focused on these kids. They're both in very different spots than they were last year. And I'm just kind of wondering, are they going to be okay? Is their attitude going to turn around and things will be fine? And also, am I going to be able to get back to my career and make the headway I want to make for myself?
Okay, well, let's start with their kiddos, Kim. I mean, are they going to kind of find their way here soon?
They have attitudes.
They do.
I actually somehow appreciate them and the fact that they have some strong independence, and it will serve them well when they're older. Okay, but for right now, it's very challenging. I see you hitting your head against a wall and trying to get through to them. They have a very hard brick wall. They have trust issues, major trust issues. So I hear you really working on trust and boundaries with them. And they tend to get veered off into the wrong crowd or the wrong people, and you're just, how do you keep doing this? It's because they're lacking trust. So I hear therapy to help out with trust. Even with yourself, learning to trust yourself, knowing that, okay, it's going to come back around. I am going to be able to have my career back, but they are your focus. Your career is not your focus.
You're
they
good,
are your
Mom.
focus. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, hang in there.
They'll come around.
Thank you.
You got a little bit of a pathway you can start following now. So good luck with this, Jocelyn. Have a great morning. I got time for one more real quick. I'm saying it right? It's Kima?
Yeah, Kima.
Hey, Kima, good morning. You're going to be our last caller with Psychic Kim. What do you want to talk about?
Good morning, Kat and JJ. Good morning, Miss Kim. How you doing?
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to talk about my love life. I got divorced 2 years ago, and it was a messy divorce. And I healed myself. I said to myself, okay, I have 3 kids out of the marriage, so I'm just taking care of me and my kids. But my family saying that, oh, you're too young, you can just sit down and don't have nobody. So I want to know, will I ever go out there and find somebody?
Kim, she going to get love?
Yes, it's going to be a little bit. It's not right around the corner. But I do see you going out, like I hear shaking your rump. Like going out there and just dancing. I could see you dancing with somebody and just having a really good time. And it's going to be somebody more local. I feel like it's somebody more local that absolutely just loves you. I hear you're gorgeous, by the way. I don't know where that's coming from, but I hear you're gorgeous. So
all of our listeners are beautiful.
I see curves, and they're like, show it off. Show it off. You got it. Show it off.
Get your groove back. But yeah, I think your 3 kids are going to keep you a little busy. And so when it happens, it sounds like you should just embrace it. I'm excited for you.
Kima, I have to know where your accent is from. Where are you from?
I'm from Liberia.
Liberia, gotcha.
West Africa.
It's beautiful there this time of the year.
He wouldn't know.
It is.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
Hey, love is on the way. You just got to get out and shake your thing, I guess.
Call us back when it happens.
Hey, Snooks, where you been?
I've been around. You know,
like a donut.
Heck yeah, you rolling around the neighborhood. No.
Yeah, why haven't we heard from you in so long? You been okay?
Yeah, I've been laying low and stuff like that, and
avoid the radar.
Staying out of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, avoiding the dang radar and stuff.
Did you catch a case, or what's going on?
Not yet, anyways.
All right.
Are you just checking in on? It's like just a welfare check this morning. You're just chiming in to make sure that we know you're still alive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, always good to hear from you.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh my god, I gotta call my peeps up. We haven't talked to them in a long time.
Yeah, right.
Been a hot minute.
Too long.
Heck yeah.
Don't let it happen again.
I just celebrated my 40th birthday.
Oh, hey, happy birthday, Snooks. Look at you.
I literally thought you were
How old did you think you
35. I thought she was 35.
Kat thought you were 70.
I did not.
I wish I was 16, no.
I don't. I didn't love 16. If I had to go back to any age, it would be like 20, 22. Man, was I cool.
Snooks, now that we got you, we do have to go here pretty quick and get to this OPP segment, Other People's Problems. But if you had one piece of wisdom you could pass along to the thousands of people listening this morning, what do you think that would be?
I would say never look back. Always look forward and stay positive and be kind to one another.
We're going to get that on a mug. Don't never look back.
That sounds like garbage. That's the worst
positive
advice I've ever heard in my life.
That's good advice right there.
All right. Well, Snooks, I'm sure you got a day packed of Marlboros and coffee ahead of you, so I hope you have a great morning.
You're freaking us out, girl.
I sure do, yeah.
Right. Always good to hear from you. I'm glad you're alive.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah.
Yep. Call anytime after 10, okay?
All right, sure.
Okay. Yep. See you later.
Have a good morning.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
That's Snooks, everybody. Friday morning, always tons of fun in the Playhouse with our live show. Johnny D and a couple of old school mixes, free tacos from the Mexican Village downtown, 3 more chances at free money high-low, and a crack at 50 grand. We're going to cram all that into 4 hours. So get up early, join us for the live show. In the meantime, enjoy the best parts of our Thursday morning with you and the rest of the podcast.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo!
Time for listener bingo. Kat and I are each looking for a great story, and Carlita is first through, but we yet to know if she's somebody listening who
has ever had their car repoed, which would be a horrible situation to go to bed and to not have a car when you wake up.
This guy decided I'm to take the bull by the horns, though, and as they were repoing his vehicle, he jumped in the tow truck and stole that. Oh, hit a car. Hit another car.
Call the police.
Call him.
Hit another car.
Was going.
So instead of just paying what you were supposed to pay or just taking the fine, you now have a charge of vehicle theft and then all the cars that you ruined.
So my college roommate was getting his car repoed. We literally got back from going to get food, and we had to park not in one of the lots in college because we were freshmen, and his car was getting repoed. Mm-hmm. And he was able to give I think he gave the tow truck driver either $75 or $100 to just drop it right there.
Yeah.
And then he said, I'll figure it out. And the guy's like, if I come back in a week, it's not going to be $100.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, that guy did nothing. He just threatened the kid and he got $75.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for anyone listening who went to work and there wasn't work. The federal government is going to have little chunks when they go back to work that aren't going to be funded anymore. So people are going to go to work and they're going to go open the door and it's going to be locked and they're not going to have a job.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just a really scary notion that people can just be, because they didn't budget correctly, just be eliminated. Now their life is ruined. They got to find another job. What else are they going to do?
Hey, Carlita, which one do you fit?
The repo, of course.
Okay, so Kat is getting the bingo this morning, but we're going to get your story. What happened?
Okay, I had went to Sam's and I filled the whole back of my van up with food that I just purchased. And we had just got paid the morning I went to Sam, and my payment was due the day before. I didn't think no big deal of it. I'll just pay it, after I get done with the groceries and stuff.
Yeah.
So when I get home, there is this guy there, and I see him parked right in front of my house. Didn't think much about it. And I opened the back and started taking food up. He goes, I got to take your car. And I said, it's just due yesterday. He goes, I don't care. They have a, no lenient policy. I said, okay. Let me get my food out. He goes, no, I'm hooking it up now. And I said, the heck if you are. I sat in the back and I was telling the kids, here, take this, take that, until we got it all out.
Get all the frozen stuff inside. I'm going to sit here.
They weren't able to give you a day's grace?
Well, I had been late a time before that, so now they had no.
It's one time before that. That's so ridiculous.
One time before that, or was this 2 months late?
No, it was just another time before that time.
Okay.
Like maybe 2 or 3 months before
So
that.
because your payroll didn't directly line up with when your car payments were, I mean, you're late by a day or two, they took your vehicle.
I've never heard of this. Is this like a privately owned lot that you got
it's
this
a
vehicle?
buy here, pay here.
Okay.
It's a buy here, pay here. I can say their name if you want me
No. I appreciate my job. And the guy took your vehicle, but you got the groceries out.
Yeah, I got the groceries out, and I went back and got it later that day.
Good Lord, this is so crazy. You think a phone
But you
call.
gotta pay. Yeah.
Like-
But then, they do it, when it's inconvenient. I mean, they could come and just knock on the door and say, hey, show me that you paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But instead, he's like, I'm here to take your vehicle. Right as I pull up, I'm like, what?
And you had the money. So instead of them just having like a little chip machine where you could just put your card in and pay it real quick because you had just gotten paid, they didn't even give you that luxury. You got to go out of your way to go get it.
You know what I think would just even be okay is like, hey, I just got paid. I got groceries. I've got the money. Can you give me 45 minutes to come down there and pay you? Instead of all of this, this is so crazy.
I don't like them, Carlita. Not one bit.
Yep. I don't either, and I won't say their name, but they
Yeah,
know
well,
who they are.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. They're listening right now while they're hunting for cars.
You're the best. Thanks for joining the show. I hope you have a great day.
Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? Everybody!
All right, got some time for Vanessa's problem, and that's what OPP is, other people's problems. You want to break down what's going on here financially?
So I'm having a really hard time with conflict resolution at the moment with my brother when it comes to finances. So my brother and sister-in-law are doing very, very well financially, and I'm very happy for them. And because of that, they're always thinking of very generous things we can do for our parents.
Sure.
And this year, they want to take them on this really extravagant, all expenses paid trip to Mexico. And the bill is going to be $4,000.
Wow. So you paid $2,000?
That's right. I would pay $2,000, and they're going to pay $2,000. And on the whole, I understand that, our parents have done a lot for us, and I want to be able to do this, but I'm in a completely different place financially than my brother is. And I don't know how to break it to him that this is just simply not in the cards for me. And I feel embarrassed. I feel ashamed. But when it comes to bills and kids and everything is starting to get so much more expensive, it adds up. I just cannot handle this as another added financial responsibility.
So, Kat, I'll ask you, what would you do here if you were in her position?
I don't think they should have gotten the ball rolling at all until they all spoke to each other. So we did something similar to this when my in-laws were celebrating. I think it was their 30th wedding anniversary. Both Derek's brother and us, we got together and then we split it down the middle. We were going to send them to a dude ranch. And then my father-in-law got back surgery. And so they couldn't. They love horses and stuff like that. So it was a high-end
They were gonna go
dude
wrangling?
ranch. Yeah. And it was beautiful. But then they realized, not for us. And then so but I look back and I'm like, I shouldn't have put him in that position because he was in college. He didn't really have the 900 that he held up his
You never
end of the
asked
bargain.
him?
No, he gave it to us. Then we ended up giving it back to him. But to think we were in a different financial situation. So Maybe they're just not thinking about that. They're just thinking about, let's send mom and dad somewhere. But I think just an honest conversation, as embarrassing as you might feel like it is, it probably isn't.
Well, and everyone's at different spots in their life.
Yeah.
You know, financially, you got kids, you don't have kids, you got a big investment, maybe you just bought a new house, whatever the deal is. I just want to get your first thoughts on this, and what would be your advice to Vanessa? Will you call or text? I'm on my way home yesterday. It's after football practice. It's like 6:15 p.m., okay? I roll up to a stoplight. The car next to me has a giant word on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and the guy's just looks like a regular dude, just got off work. I get that having a work vehicle is probably kind of a blessing, right? You don't have your own vehicle, you're not putting mileage on it, yada, yada. They're maybe even paying for your gas. But it just said supervisor on it in huge letters. I'm talking like...
Couldn't it be worse? Couldn't it be like Wiener Plumbing?
Okay, right. Okay, so it could be.
Right.
But I was just like... I don't want, when I leave work, I don't want that stress of being the supervisor all the way home, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and everybody's going to look at that. Oh, he's the man. He's holding us down. Everyone that's had a crap boss is going to come up to the stoplight and look at this guy and be like, you're the kind of guy I hate.
So you just think that while he's driving around, people have these high expectations of him?
did. I was like, oh.
You did? You were like, I got to have this guy fix something for me.
Exactly. I was like, this is the guy you want on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to supervise everybody else. He's not going to do the work. He's going to supervise. He's going to stand there telling you what to do. And I thought, well, what else do you have any words on your vehicle at all that I don't write when it's dirty?
No.
Other than that, okay. So that's what I wanted to know this morning. The vehicle you're driving, does it have a sticker on it? What are the words on your vehicle? Because there's a great chance there's somebody judgy like me looking at that ride going,
So I've had to drive our station vehicle now 2 weekends in a row, and I forget. I forget that I'm in a vehicle that says the radio station I work at. So I'm like, don't go knuckle deep. You know, just look normal.
So you're more concerned about seeing, somebody seeing you pick your nose
absolutely.
than your obnoxious way of driving,
Go
cutting
the speed
people off.
limit. Yeah. No, I'm pretty mindful when I'm driving that, but I'm like, I forget often. So I bet he forgets that he's the supervisor.
Hi, Savannah. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for loaning us a couple of minutes of your day here. We're going to judge the hell out of you based on what sticker is on your vehicle. What do you got?
Of course. So in my back window, I have one of those stickers that looks like it's the ones that say baby on board. It's shaped similarly, but it says on my way to your dad's house.
Yes!
Oh, my God.
I've walked out of work before and caught some of my coworkers taking a picture of it. And then
So is that the life you live, though? You go after people's daddies? Or is this sarcastic?
I just might.
Oh, my God. That's scandalous.
All right. So, Kat, that's what you think automatically, that she's going to steal your dad.
Have you ever been in a situation where you have the daughter saying, I'm not calling you mom? Or do you just have a good time with their dad?
Not yet.
Not yet. This girl's aiming for it, though.
Wow.
I love her. You are it. You are her.
I don't know if I can support
Thank
this,
you.
but it's funny.
Can I ask how old you are?
29.
Perfect. This is
on my way to your dad's.
So a lot of times I'll meet new athletic parents or meet new people that don't necessarily know much about our show. And they'll be like, what kind of show do you do? And from now on, I'm going to go, we do the show that appeals to 29-year-old females who are out to steal someone else's dad. Let's go.
Wow.
Now, yesterday, I pull up to a stoplight. And I'm just kind of vibing, right? I'm just, it's like 6:15 p.m. Past most people's business hours. And the car that pulls up next to me has got this giant word on the side. And it just said, supervisor.
So instantly you had big expectations?
I'm like, oh, this guy doesn't do the work. He just tells people what to do. That was the first thing that went through my head.
Okay.
Most of the time, a lot of people that are boots on the ground kind of people, if you've got a supervisor and they haven't necessarily done what you do because they're the owner's nephew or something like that, you go, how the hell are you going to supervise me? You don't know what I do. And I was like, man, I guess there could be worse things on your vehicle. But I thought, since I was so judgy right away, I want to know what is on your vehicle. And we're going to judge the hell out of you. If you got a sticker or something like that, let's go. By the way, there's nothing on yours. I have nothing on mine. My old truck had St. John's Dad and Benny Dad, two little stickers on there.
Emblem?
No, I did. I guess I did on my other truck. I don't on this one. I just haven't gotten around to it. So let's get after these.
Phone's ringing, dude.
Okay, and it's Frankie over here on line 1. Hi, Frankie. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good.
I love a Frankie female. Are you a Francesca?
Francis.
Oh, Francis. Okay.
So here's the deal. I want to know what sticker is on your vehicle, and then we're going to judge the hell out of you by it, and we'll see if we're right. What's on your ride?
Okay, so my car is a 6-speed standard transmission. So I have a sticker that says endangered species with that little gear shift depiction.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I don't know how rare that is.
Very.
Okay.
So I would
my
say
car is also a 2017, so you don't see many manuals in the newer years.
Okay, and what's the font size? What are we working with?
It's like probably about a little bit larger than a softball on the rear left part of the windshield.
what does this make you think about, Frankie?
Endangered species?
Yeah.
I would think that maybe she works with like reptiles or something.
Oh, so I immediately go, oh, this is a chick that knows cars, and she's probably self-serving. She don't rely on nobody for nothing.
I am a lube tech, so I work on cars.
Okay.
What?
Right. Look, there's something about the lost art of a greaser chick. You know what I mean? Like just a grease monkey girl.
Do you take your hair out of your hat and like everything is slow motion at the end of the day, and all the guys are like, "Oh my god,
it's Frankie!
It's Frankie!" No,
she does. You can tell she does. All right. Hey, thanks, Frankie. You're a rare breed. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great morning.
We're not making fun of you. I just think it's pretty phenomenal what you do because I can barely find an oil place.
Feeling any better?
I'm feeling okay. Last night I was laying in bed and throughout the night I'd have these coughing fits, and then so I had to like elevate my body. Because it was like if I laid on my left side, I could hear in my head like a and then I could not go to sleep. And then I'd start coughing and I didn't want to wake Derek up. So I went down to the guest room. Then when you sleep in a different room, it's just like not a good night's sleep, you know? So I just kind of laid in there from 1:30 until my alarm went off, just like hovering in that sleep zone. So I shall be good today.
Should
on the
be interesting.
But yeah, ran a lot of errands yesterday. It was payday, so I went and got my groceries done.
It was payday?
It was payday. You know, to be blissfully ignorant, what a life. Just to never, ever know where the money's coming from.
That's what she does. She's in finance. What am I going to do, man?
Your card just works.
Even if I knew that it was payday, it wouldn't change my life. So I'm just like, all right, I'm at that point now. And you notice this when you get older that I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I got about,
we notice.
I got about 4 or 5 things that I really care about right now. And if it happens, it happens.